Having declared war on the Republican establishment, populist firebrand Steve Bannon will rally Alabama voters Tuesday night alongside GOP Senate candidate Roy Moore, even as new evidence of sexual misconduct surfaces against the nominee. The former White House chief strategist is expected to attack the Washington Republicans who have said they believe Moore's accusers, including two women who say Moore molested them when they were 14 and 16 and he was a deputy district attorney in his 30s. Moore, now 70, has denied the accusations. Bannon's appearance comes a week before the election as Moore and his allies fight to energize their supporters after a brief but ugly general election campaign. Many Washington Republicans, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, called on Moore to quit the race, though McConnell changed his rhetoric over the weekend to say Alabama voters should decide Moore's fate. One Republican senator even donated to Moore's opponent. On Tuesday, McConnell said if Moore is elected, he would immediately have an issue with the Ethics Committee over the sexual misconduct allegations. McConnell also told reporters that Moore would have to be sworn in if he wins, based on the 1969 Supreme Court ruling involving Democratic New York Rep. Adam Clayton Powell, Jr. The House had refused to seat Powell after allegations of personal and financial misconduct. The Supreme Court ruled in his favor, saying the House acted unconstitutionally by not seating him. Pushing back against Washington Republicans, President Donald Trump formally endorsed Moore on Monday and directed the Republican National Committee to send some assistance after withdrawing roughly a dozen staffers last month. Bannon and Moore are scheduled to appear together in a dirt floor barn deep in southwestern Alabama along the Mississippi border. It's the same venue where Bannon appeared with Moore earlier in the year before he clinched the GOP nomination. "For us, it's big," John Giles, who leads a pro-Moore super PAC, said of Bannon's visit. "The only thing bigger than Bannon is Trump." On Tuesday, the Arizonan tweeted a photograph of a $100 check he wrote to the campaign of Moore's opponent, Democrat. On Tuesday, the Arizonan tweeted a photograph of a $100 check he wrote to the campaign of Moore's opponent, Democrat. Since being forced out of the White House in August, Bannon has resumed his leadership role at the pro-Trump Breitbart News and launched a broad campaign to take down establishment Republicans across the nation. He has vowed to defeat several Republican Senate incumbents in next year's midterm elections because, in his view, they haven't done enough to support Trump's policies. In Alabama, Bannon's presence has less to do with Moore's religious convictions than with their shared disdain for Washington Republicans. Moore's brand is defined by his devotion to Christian values, but, like Bannon, he has promised to stand up to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, a Republican who is deeply unpopular among many die-hard Trump supporters. While hardly a household name, Bannon will be welcomed in Alabama by a Moore campaign that has been aggressively shunned by his party's biggest stars as the December